All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it, baby. Hanging with Beat Drop Podcast, episode 135. What is Gucci? What is Gucci? Hopefully, you guys are doing magnificent. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Hopefully, God has been providing good energy for yourself. We are on episode 135. 135 episodes. We've hit record, and grateful for another episode. And hopefully, I could provide some value in the next few minutes, and we could go about our day the best way we can. Before I start into the podcast, man, I just want to really encourage you to check out this author, man, Steven Pressfield. Turning Pro is the one that I'm reading right now. The first book I read of him was The War of Art. And I really, really recommend you check that out, man, because I think as a creative, it just takes away the resistance. And he talks about what that is. Resistance is the enemy. I recommend you check it out. I think it's a great book to check out. I think it's anytime for myself, I could get some extra nuggets for myself, where I could, get some good knowledge. Shoot it on by, baby. So what do I want to get into today, you might ask? What are we talking about, B? What's the jams for today? I want to talk about problems, problemas, you might say, but why? I don't want to talk about problems. We're going to talk about it for a few minutes, and hopefully we could provide some good energy. Let me recap this weekend. Was a fun weekend, man. I always love when I have my DJ gigs. It's so crazy because when you're in that flow state, it's something that have talked about for a long time. I talk about it with people, is how when you do something and you're in that flow state, and time just passes on by, you don't even realize that 30 minutes, an hour pass by, or whatever the case might be. It's such a beautiful feeling. So I always encourage anybody that's out there that wants to try something, kind of piggyback off the last episode of trying things. It's always good to just try things, man. You never know how you might find this new rush of creativity and a new rush of being happy with what you're doing. You feel me? So this weekend, I was actually in Downey on Friday for their family fun night. So shout out to Downey. And after that, I went to go check out my homie, man. Shout out to my boy Spirit Boat, man. My boy Daniel. He has this dope community called Sound Chamber. I saw that he posted that he was gonna have an event. So I was like, yo, man, I want to show love to my dog. We've had him on the podcast before too, if you want to check out that episode. Last time I seen my guy was at VCon like over a year ago. So I wanted to show some love, and it was cool, man. I shout out to some of my power people, man. It was good seeing some old faces, man, that I haven't seen since like pre-COVID. And I just want to say thank you, man, because I was being told some kind words about the videos that I post and the podcast, and that's what it's all about. I come in here and try to put my ideas out there for you guys, where you guys are able to be like, hey, man, that helped me with a little issue that I'm having, and that's what it's all about, and like I always say, I'm figuring that out with y'all, man. I just try to read these books, I try to listen to podcasts, and do my meditation, my prayer, and just do everything that I can, working out, go on my walks, do anything I can to welcome that great energy and that great spirit, so that I could come in here and just have good conversations with y'all, and hope to bring some value. That's what it's all about, and I get to just be myself and talk about random stuff, and go from there. So what I want to talk about today is about problems. So this past weekend, I DJ'd the 4th of July event in the city of Pico Rivera with my sis Ness. And after the event, we were able to catch up, and we were having this beautiful conversation about problems. How we are all going to have some type of problems going on in our lives, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, or whether we've dealt with problems in the past, right? The reality is that we're all going to face some type of challenge in our life, which is why it's so important to build that mindset where you're able to face the problems, not let it consume our thoughts and take all that mental real estate that's not needed. The reason I bring this up is because we all have a different type of problem. Somebody could be dealing with a financial problem. Somebody might be dealing with internal problems, which is why it's so important to have empathy for people, and why it's so important for us to do the inner work, try to build that mindset where, we're able to push forward and not let the problems consume our day, which is why I bring up of having empathy for people, because I feel that sometimes, we could discredit people's problems because we feel that problem is smaller than ours, right? I try to put myself in a place where I'm like, not to discredit my problems or anybody's problems, but, how can I, try to move forward? How can I push forward from this current situation and know that this too shall pass. I never forget that saying, because I know that there's many points in my life where they could be, really great, right? Like there's certain seasons where it's like you feel like things are clicking and things are clicking. Then there's other seasons where, it's a little bit of both, what I mean? It's back and forth and, the curveballs of life. And then there's other seasons where, you could really hit rock bottom and you start to really question a lot of yourself and just your current circumstance. And I think those are the times where you got to be really careful what you tell yourself. We all have our own journey. We all have our way of how we deal with our situations. So I think when I tell myself that, look, we're all gonna have problems, how can I deal with this? I think that little shift is what makes it more able to move forward. Because I think if we say, yeah, we're all gonna have problems, and we almost let the problem defeat us, and when we let our current circumstance become our identity instead of what can I learn from this? We are dealing with situations. There's a lot of growth to embrace in challenging times. I think that's when you see what you're about. The more we try to push away our problems, the more that we're pushing away our growth, because we have to learn certain tools. If we're always avoiding problems and avoiding discomfort, we are not able to have self-growth. There comes times where you have to face your problems head on and learn from those situations. If not, we're never gonna grow. So yeah, man, I hope you guys are doing great. It's 4th of July. Time be flowing, man. Time be flying. I hope you guys enjoy your 4th of July holiday weekend, whatever days you got off. Love y'all, man. Appreciate you guys. God bless. Hanging with Beat Drop Podcast. I am out of here, man. Much love. Peace.